in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you. Wherever you might be right now, we are looking at mostly sunny skies practically wherever we are in the state of Michigan. Cadillac is reporting cloudy skies, but that's about it. Traverse City, not all that far away, mostly sunny. It's 70 degrees there. 71 here at Radio Center, out at the airport, 71. Downtown Midland, a little bit cooler. Currently at 69, downtown Bay City is looking at 70 degrees. We have a north wind at 7, 29.93 and steady is the barometric pressure. Probably barometer under that 30 mark because the low pressure system, Ida, the remnants of that are moving into the Tennessee Valley right now. It's a pretty intense system yet, delivering quite a bit of precipitation in Tennessee as well as Kentucky, quite frankly, where they don't need a lot of rain right now. They had picked up over the past couple of weeks quite a bit of rain in sections of Tennessee. They're getting more today. Also, fairly heavy rain right along the Alabama-Georgia coast borders right now. But all that activity ever so slowly is going to be moving to the east and the north. And eventually over the next couple of days, that low pressure system is going to move up into and around New Jersey before it finally moves out into the Atlantic. The good news for us, we have a high pressure system over the western part of the Upper Peninsula, and it's not going anywhere. It's going to stay there for the next 2 to 3 days. So we're going to continue to see a little bit more of a north breeze. Matter of fact, all the way through Thursday right now, we're looking at north and northwest winds. Not very long, not very gusty, 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's it. And temperatures for the most part are going to be in the 70s. We're going to work our way up to about 78. As I said, we're currently at 71, and we have 63% humidity, which is a little bit more than what we had yesterday at this hour. As many of you recall, as we moved through the day yesterday, we did peak out at right around 83 degrees. Humidity level dropped down into the upper 30s and low 40s, so it was very pleasant. It's going to be just a little bit more humid today, but not much. So feels like it's going to be about the same today as what it was yesterday. And I think the same thing is going to hold true tomorrow. We're actually going to be about 2 degrees or so cooler tomorrow, but then we'll start to warm up as we approach the end of the week. And by the weekend, we're going to be looking at temperatures right around 80 degrees, possibly the low 80s on Saturday, and then right around 80 degrees to start off the work week. Next week with the Labor Day holiday, which is going to be on Monday. Partly cloudy skies throughout the period. Nothing as far as the remnants of Ida affecting our weather other than right along the Michigan border with Ohio. We're going to see some cloud cover move in, and we very possibly could see some clouds late tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, but not the real thick, heavy stuff, just kind of like a little bit of an overcast, and then things will be thinning out as we move into the evening hours tomorrow night. So 78 degrees for a high today, 58 for a low tonight. Sunset at 8:13. Yeah, it was nice. Sunrise is at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. This morning was the last sunrise before 7 o'clock for a while. We're going to have to wait until sometime spring of next year before we see this happen again. Then sunshine tomorrow, 76, a low of 52 tomorrow night. Clouds will be moving in late, but then things are going to settle down as we go through everything. And then as we move into the day on Thursday, 78 degrees, 52 for a low, sunshine, high pressure is going to remain over the Upper Peninsula. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pretty close to average, maybe a little bit above, as we said on Saturday. Long range outlook to take us through the 13th of September. We're looking at precipitation values to be average for this time of the year. The temperatures, once we move into the Labor Day weekend, especially the second half of the Labor Day weekend. We're going to be averaging a little bit below on the temperatures for the work week next week. But as we approach Friday, Saturday, Sunday of next weekend, our temperatures once again are going to start to rise. And I'm looking at some of the forecasts for September, and I'm seeing a warm September on the horizon. So we're not really going to start off that warm. But as we work our way into about the 8th or 9th of September, we're going to begin to see an increase in those temperatures. And I got a funny feeling September is going to turn out to be a pretty warm month. As far as precipitation goes, I don't think at this stage of the game we're going to be looking at a whole lot of moisture. The tendency is going to be for the southeastern 25% of the continental United States to be above average on the moisture. All of that tropical in nature, but I don't think that's going to be the case for us here in the Great Lakes, but it is going to be a warm one. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. We've got Rick Hollister standing by. He's decided once again to grace us with his presence, regardless of what the market is. I guess I could start to call him a warrior here as we roll through our Tuesdays. Boy, he's had some tough Tuesdays to report the markets, and today's no exception. He comes along in a moment, but this reminder, the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. When you're talking risk management, you're talking taking care of yourself. And the best way to do that is contacting Kyle at Wiki Crop Insurance of Chesaning today and start to line things up here as we move into fall. 989-284-9975. That's the number. It's very important to consider crop insurance, especially an integral part of your risk management plans. Now, coverage can be bound in as little as 24 hours. All you got to do is get a hold of Kyle today at Wiki Crop Insurance and discover more about the products that are available to you. Wiki Crop Insurance, 989-284-9975. Rick Hollister, good morning. How are you this morning?
Terry, I'm good. We're watching the markets crumble here today, as well as yesterday. So how good you can be when corn's down another 15, but I'm doing well.
Well, that's good. I know the soybeans about 24 hours ago in Chicago, the nearby was down like 40 cents. I mean, it's like, you got to be kidding me.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the September futures are coming into the delivery process here. First notice day was last night, where the commercial guys that have storage can put out grain for delivery. Market's kind of reacting. For one thing, we dodged a bullet in the deep south where we have crops that are in harvest. In northern Louisiana, 60 to 70% harvested on their corn crop. Most of it's mature. Could have had a devastating impact on the balance of their crop, but Ida has taken a bend back to the east and spared the northern Louisiana and Arkansas crops, western Tennessee, western Kentucky. Those folks pretty much have dodged a bullet, it looks like, with the most wind and the heaviest rain bending off to the east. So market's reacting to that. Last week we rallied up a little bit, with the threat that this hurricane may do some of that damage, and I think just a sigh of relief for our crop, but also it's a bit of a surprise with as much wind as Ida had in the New Orleans area, how much damage is done to some of our exporting elevators. Of course, the whole area is out of power, so there's 3 or 4 boats that are under load that have went aground. It's just the wind that has created actually more damage from wind than what we had at Katrina, as devastating as Katrina was. But so not only did we dodge a bullet on the crop size, but now we're going to struggle to get the exports fired back up again out of New Orleans anytime soon. We've seen some major damage to overhead conveyors and that kind of equipment at some of our export terminals. So Market's trying to assess that, but feels like we may have some of our, maybe delayed on getting the balance of this old crop shipped out and getting the new crop moved as well here on the front end of harvest.
So what do we have on the board right now, Rick?
Yeah, right at Hemlock, old crop corn is still $6.01. New crop at $4.81, so we've slipped below $5 again on the new crop corn. Old crop soybeans are $12.71. New crop beans at $12.36. Old crop red wheat $6.58. New crop red at $6.74. The old crop white wheat at $6.58 also, and a new crop at $6.79.
All right, take care.
Yeah, have a great day.
Keep your fingers crossed. I think we're going to need all that and more the way it's going right now. You have a great day, Rick.
Yeah. All right.
Talk to you a little bit more as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer has the latest for us. Market report sponsored by Hudson Inc., formerly Bader & Sons Company, and D&G Equipment, offering John Deere agriculture, lawn and garden, and construction equipment. Learn more about Hudson by going to HudsonInc.com or call the store nearest you. And by Foster Blue Water Oil. They want you to take your diesel to another level. You do get more power, cleaner injectors, maximum lubricity, year-round protection, and up to 8% improved fuel economy with Diesel Guard Supreme Plus from Valve Tech Petroleum, available at Foster Blue Water Oil. And the folks at Foster Blue Water invite you to mark down Fairgrove this weekend, starting on Friday night, going all the way through Labor Day. It's the Michigan Bean Festival going on, and we'll be broadcasting our farm program on Friday from the Bean Festival grounds, brought to you in part by the folks at Foster Blue Water Oil. Doug Klein, what have we got going on right now?
Well, when the wind changes directions, it changes directions in a big way. And so that's what we're seeing, volatility on the downside this time. But natural gas is kind of interesting, up 82% since it broke out about the middle of April. So that's been on a tear, very close to a new contract high on that one at $4.38 a million BTUs. So that's on the high side. Here's your negative numbers. The December corn, 527.5, down 15.25. March corn, 536, down 14.75. The November soybeans, 1287.75, down 15.5. March soybeans, $13 even, down 14.25. The December wheat is 720.25, down 3.25, and March wheat is 734.25, down 2.5. The crude oil, pretty steady, 68.95, down 25 cents. Heating oil is 213.13, down 0.6 of a penny. Gasoline, 229.63, down 1.5 cents. Natural gas, 438.9, that's up 8.5 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar, get you $1.2628 at the border, that's up 27 ticks. The yen is at 110.06, up 14 ticks. The euro is at 118 even, that's up 5 ticks. And the dollar's at 92.71, that's up 6 ticks. Gold's at 18.08, down $1.80. Silver's at 23.84, down 12 cents. And platinum's at $1,005.40, up $3.30.
Have yourself a good day, Doug.
Yep, you too.
We'll talk to you later. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Folks over at the soybean plant over there, Quality Roasting, they're going to be having an open house coming up tomorrow. Soybean open house. It'll be held at the My Sister's Barn, located on Vassar Road, 2673 North Vassar Road in the Fairgrove area. They're going to be talking about everything that's got to do with soybeans, soybean producer risk management, organic soybean marketing, soybean products in livestock nutrition, that and a whole lot more. Plenty of featured speakers to be talking about all of those things. There was a registration period for it. That registration period has been waived. If you would like to attend the meeting tomorrow, might be a good idea, at least to guarantee yourself a plate for lunch, okay? Just get a hold of Jeff Laverty. He's over at the Quality Roasting Plant in Reese. Give him a call. You can try the telephone number of 817-243-4878, or just Google Quality Roasting in Reese, get the telephone number, and give Jeff a call. Soybean Open House, brought to you by Quality Roasting of Reese. That is tomorrow. Everything kicks off at about 9:30 in the morning. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick and Bassett. By now, you know that the car and truck market is just as hot as the housing market. Did you know that in much of Michigan and most of the U.S., people are paying sticker price and even thousands more than sticker? Well, thanks to the GM Family Purchase Program, most people in mid-Michigan get to buy low and sell high. That's right, your trade-in might even be worth more than you paid for. With your GM purchase price at Cook Chevrolet Buick, you'll get crazy money for your trade-in or lease turn-in, but you'll pay thousands less in sticker for your new Chevrolet. Check out just two of our offers. Blazers leasing right now for as low as $275. Silverados from just $321. Will you ever get a chance to buy low and sell high again? Get out right now to the Cook GM Superstore, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on 36-month GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year, and includes all rebates. $576 on Blazer, $805 on Silverado due at signing. Visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Along with me, Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, what should we be looking at today outside?
Terry, right today we're down at Michigan State University at the Display Gardens of the Clancy Lewis Arboretum, and we are sharpening our skills on pruning. So when the season comes a little bit later on, we'll be ready to go. So right now is really not the best time to be pruning. Matter of fact, it's really not a good time at all. But you want to kind of get ready to go for that fall season, the dormant season, October, November, December, all the way through into March and early April. So we're down getting a little bit smarter today.
Now, as far as pruning goes, you say now's not a good time to be doing it, a little bit later on. When in the fall is the best time to prune, Jerry?
Yeah, when things start going dormant and slowing down and dropping some leaves, that's a lot more acceptable time. Right now, Terry, when you prune something, you're going to tell it to start breaking and send out separate pieces of growth. And that growth probably will not have a time to harden off for the winter and burn back. So we don't want to prune now. Let it go and then get it in the dormant period.
All right. And tomorrow, more tips. Thank you, Jerry. You take care. Have a great day, okay?
You too, Terry. It's a beautiful one.
Oh, yes, it is. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Ed Raymond and Sons. Quality clothing and shoes since 1919. You're talking Carhartts. You're talking Red Wing shoes and boots. You're talking Stormy Cromer accessories. All available for you right now at 151 West Broad Street in Chesaning, and they're open 7 days, celebrating more than 100 years of taking care of you. Ed Raymond and Sons. Along with me, Chuck Lipstrew with the Michigan Agribusiness Association. Chuck, a lot of activity has gone under the bridge here this summer. We got a lot to look forward to coming up this fall, don't we?
Well, we do. I think a lot of folks out there are starting to look ahead to harvest, which is right around the corner. September is tomorrow, Terry. That's really incredible when you think about it. At least it's incredible for me. The year has flown by.
Well, they always say that fall is officially on the 21st of September, but I'm sorry, when the kids go back to school and the calendar turns to September, and a little bit earlier we were talking about sunrise after 7 a.m. in the morning, it's fall, wouldn't you say?
Well, it is fall, and the official start of fall is the first college football game, Terry, which was here last Saturday. I think everybody probably got to tune into the first Big Ten game of the year when my home state, Nebraska Cornhuskers, didn't put on a very inspiring performance there to kick off the season. But it is fall, and I didn't call you to talk about football. Called you today to talk about harvest safety. Last week was Harvest Safety Week put on by the National Grain and Feed Association. And as everybody gets out there and gets busy this fall, can't say it enough, need to make sure we take 5 minutes for safety. Try not to move too fast. Try to think about those block and tackle safety principles, and in particular, be safe when you're working around grain, especially when it comes to entering grain bins. Try to avoid it. If you have to go in, there's some very clear safety principles that you have to follow. You have to follow them every time. And if you don't, the outcome can be tragic. So I just wanted to encourage everybody today, Terry, to visit ngfa.org/safety. Make sure you review some of those grain safety tips. And for those who have employees on the farm or at your business, take a few extra minutes here as we head into harvest and review some of those things. It is very important to take 5 extra minutes a day on safety when we get busy, Terry.
The shame of it is, Chuck, is a lot of folks, they hear safety. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm careful. Yeah. And then you hear about these accidents. And I'm sorry, a lot of them are easily preventable. If you just took a second or two, a deep breath, and then think about what you're doing. And unfortunately, we just don't take the time to do that, do we?
We're all guilty of it, Terry. We get busy. We're committed to what we do. We want to do a good job, and we want to get it done quickly. And it is very easy to get sidetracked and distracted, especially at a busy time like harvest. I will add that, you mentioned it's easy to kind of, go quickly through safety. I know there are safety managers that our member companies have one of the toughest jobs out there. They're focused on this stuff every day, but they do an incredible job to make sure that they're communicating on safety to their employees. But it's any business owner, it's any farmer, it's any rural business owner could use to take a few extra minutes as we head into this very busy time and just encourage everybody to take a step back and pause before you take any kind of action that could put you at risk. And Terry, to the part you just mentioned, especially when it comes to grain accidents, the vast majority of these, if not all of them, are preventable. And that's what makes them so tragic when they do occur. And unfortunately, we've seen a few stories on grain engulfments here, even in the last couple of weeks. I think maybe some folks have seen some of the press from around the Midwest on grain engulfments. I read at least one of which was fatal in the last 10 days or so, and a couple other serious injuries. Those are things we have to work together to avoid. And it all comes back to just taking a minute to try to focus on some of those core safety principles. So again, Terry, I encourage everybody out there to visit ngfa.org/safety. Take a few minutes to think about safety, especially around grain as we head for harvest.
Chuck, thank you very much. Great tip. You take care. All righty?
Appreciate it, Terry.
You bet.
Northeastern Paint, Home Decoration Center. We're more than a custom paint store. We have everything you need. From carpet to lighting, it's all here. With quality and satisfaction guaranteed. Northeastern Paint, Home Decoration Center.
Since 1959, count 'em, that's 62 years, Northeastern Paint Supply has been serving the Tri-Cities. We have the most knowledgeable staff in the area, offering you the highest quality products in the industry. Benjamin Moore Paints, Hunter Douglas Blinds, Quazell and Kitchener Lighting, flooring from Flooring America, fireplace doors, gas logs, and custom-made rugs. It's all here under one roof. Northeastern Paint Supply, Saginaw and Bay City.
Northeastern Paint, Home Decoration Center.
Steve Anderson from Baird & Company. What's going on in New York right now?
Well, the markets are mixed, Jerry, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average ahead by 38 points, putting it at 35,437 on volume of 283 million shares. The NASDAQ is down by 19, putting it at 15,255 on volume of 336 million shares. Locally, we've got Caterpillar 211.96 up 51, Deere 378.71 down 229, CMS 84.46 down 2, Dow is 63.31 down 87, and DuPont 74.12. That one is up 21, and AT&T is 27.39 up 16.
Steve Anderson, thank you very much. We now conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Stone Specialist Studios, this is WSGW, Saginaw.
Is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Steve Kathan. Water, food,